Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to day number 8 of Life Lessons from Navaratri. Today we celebrate and worship this form of Devi Durga called Mahagauri. Maha means great, Gauri means white. Since it's 8th day, it is also called Ashtami, it is also called Durga Ashtami. To marry Lord Shiva, Parvati was in great tapas, and as she did the tapas for many thousand years, there was a lot of dust and dirt that was formed in her body, and as a result of that she became black. Lord Shiva agreed to marry her, and Devi bathed in the Ganges and shed her dark skin, and she became glowing, radiant, charming goddess called Mahagauri. She personifies gracefulness and being charming. The moment we say grace or being graceful, immediately our mind tends to think that it is being perfection or flawless. Being graceful is a state of mind rather than a state of appearance or perfection. Just like how goddess shed her skin, what are those habits that has been with us from our childhood, from our upbringing, that we need to shed so that we go faster towards our goal and lead a total quality life? I got 10 points that I think that we should reflect on and shed those to become that total quality individual that we want to be. Number 1, constantly comparing ourselves with others. It's very easy to compare that somebody else has got more money, somebody else has got a better career, somebody else has got a better relationship. But that is not going to get us too far, because each one of us are unique, like our fingerprints. My story is very different to yours, and yours is very different to somebody else. Your experience is completely different to mine. So comparing with somebody is very unfair, and it keeps us not going towards our goal. Number 2, not appreciating what you have. No matter what your life circumstances currently is, if you look around, there is so much thing that you can be grateful of. The air that we breathe, we should be so grateful that it gives an opportunity for us to go towards our goal. To serve others, those little joys that we should be grateful of. Practicing gratitude changes lives. It reduces stress. It checks the greediness in one's mind. If you start practicing gratitude, you become more caring. Friends, reflect on this. We place little or no value for the things that we got free, and we place a lot of value for the things that we brought from our money. For example, the air we breathe, the body, the soul, the dreams, the knowledge, the love of family, the children, friends, and the country. All these possessions are priceless. A rich man can become a pauper and build his richness again. He can build his empire again. But the moment we lose the ones that we got free, it's priceless, isn't it? Let's practice gratitude. If at all one habit, if I have to tell you that you need to start today, not tomorrow, today, is this: practice gratitude, and you will see yourself miracles happening around you. Number 3, letting fear and hate control you. Our brain is hardwired to sense danger. For example, if you're driving and there is a truck that is coming, your brain immediately acts and tries to avoid the truck that is coming. That's a good fear. There's a good fear, there's a bad fear. Bad fear is when fear plus anxiety is when the brain starts contemplating a lot of things that is not real. We have spoken this in detail in our day 6 in Goddess Katyayani about terror barrier and the fear of failure and the other failures takes us away from the goal that we want to be. The second thing that we want to shed is hate. Hate steals the ability for you to focus about your goals. Stop holding on to your fear and hate. A practice of meditation could be a countermeasure to come out of hate and fear. Number 4, focusing on the past or the future. When people come asking for help in their relationship issues, I see this more often. People dwelling on the past, carrying the weight of the past into the present and the future. They think whatever their past experience is going to continue in the future. In fact, 99% of this is unreal. And again, focusing entirely on future is the recipe for anxiety. Many research show that a person who is in the present is much more happier and is able to achieve his goals faster. For this, a meditation or being mindfulness, a conscious understanding of living in the present could be of help. Number 5, trying to control that you can't control. I worked so hard, I didn't get my promotion. I worked meticulously for this. I put in so much effort. Well, this is not how it has to be. Why it is happening again and again to me? These are normal frustrations that we have. And I want to quote here from what I learned from one of my early mentors in my life, Swami Sugabodhananda. He said, for every effort, there are 3 important ingredients. 1, effort, self-effort, prayatnam. He calls that prayatnam. You need to put in your effort. Number 2, kalam, the right time. If you ask a farmer, he puts in his effort. He puts the seeds in there. And he knows that the right time to harvest or put the seed is during the monsoon time, just after the monsoons, when the soil is fertile, is when that he has to plant his seeds. That is the kalam, the time. The third is very important, even if you have the first 2. It is devam. You have the effort, you put in the best effort, and you are in the right time, and there's something else happens. The grace of God. If it is not there, then the effort or the entire thing is lost. So 3 things that we need to understand. First is prayatnam, that is effort. Number 2, the time, the kalam. And number 3, deva, the grace of God. Without the grace of God, we can't do none of our efforts will fructify. COVID is a great example. All of us, so many of us around the world plan for so many things, but God's plan was something else, isn't it? So we have to put in our effort. We have to do it at the right time and still have the grace of God. You might plan everything meticulously towards your goal. Every day you will work. Your timing is right. And still you fail. Still it doesn't fructify. It's because of the deva, the grace of God. There is a superior power that knows something better than us is what we need to leave it to. And keep trying again and again till our goals are met. We should not cow down. We should not get frustrated because the grace of God is not there. The goal, as I said earlier, the goal is fixed. The path might be different. We need to try a different path. Maybe God wants us to go in different path towards that goal, but the goal is intact. Number 6, getting caught in the blame game. We often find ourselves that we blame others for the circumstances and the problems that we are in. And this is a very destructive habit because it not only affects you, it is affecting somebody else as well. And when you are in a blame mode, you lose that accountability, the power and your feelings towards your goal, what you want to do. You're not accounting yourself, you're passing that accountability to somebody else. I would like to quote from my book. When I spoke to successful people, and one gentleman told me this so beautifully, that there is 4 things that he doesn't say. And those 4 things are should have, could have, would have, might have. Reflect on this. We say, he should have done that. She could have done this. He might have been doing this. This is the game that we get into. Our relationships get spoiled because of this. Number 7, poor relationship with money. And talking about money, I don't think it can be done in 9 days. It needs a longer time. But already this is a long video, so let me tell you a story that changed my perception when I heard from my wealth coach, and it was very profound for me and it was very powerful. So I'm going to share the same thing with you. So it seems there was this beautiful girl, there is a beautiful bride, not as beautiful as Devika Mahagauri is, somewhere there, okay? And she was the most eligible bride, and there was a candidate who came to marry her. The bride asked, why you want to marry me? And this person said, I would like you to take care of me, and I want you to take care of my parents, I want you to take care of my things, and basically take care of my routine and all the stuff around me. And we are in India. There's a beautiful girl, there's always competition. So there's a second guy who comes in. This second candidate says, the same questions goes. The second candidate was asked the same questions. Why you want to marry me? And this person goes saying, I want to share my life with you. I want to share the great experience that I'm going to have my life with you. I want to go around the world with you. I want to have the good things with you. I want to share the bad things also with you. Who you think this bride is going to say yes to? The second person, right? Yeah. It's the same thing with money. You need to have that relationship. You need to romance money. All of us are chasing money for the want of having wealth. But wealth needs to come to us with a point of view that it will be nurtured, that it will be taken care, it will be grown, is when we attract wealth. Number 8, surrounding yourself with toxic people. How many times that you have seen or come across people who actually pull you down, saying comments like, you can't do it, hey, what is this you're doing, what videos you're taking and telling people what goals that they have to chase. These are toxic people. They will not get to let you to go to that goal. Identify them and just distance yourself from them. I'm not saying you need to cut off everything from you, but spend less time with them. Number 9, letting procrastination be an hurdle to the goal. This is a big derailer for us to get to our goals. Failure is okay. It's okay to fail. Remember, there are 3 kinds of people that we spoke about earlier. The first set of people, or they don't start looking at all the obstacles. The second ones are the ones who start, when they see the obstacle, they stop. And third set of people are the ones, in spite of the obstacles, they go. You need to take action. We saw goal plus action is where success is. So you need to take actions. Do not procrastinate. Try it. It's okay to fail, but don't give up. Number 10, being your own worst critic. The habit of negative self-talk is going to take the joy out of you, and it's going to keep you away from the goal that you want to achieve. Ask yourself, when you fail, when you are actually disappointed, are you disappointed because that you can do better than what you did? Or are you worried and thinking about what other people will assess you, will have the feeling for you, or what they are going to talk about it? Are you afraid of that? Another mentor of mine, Blair Singer, told me this, and I've never forgotten this ever. He said, Sri, the distance between the person you are to the person you want to become is the distance between your 2 ears. that little voice that is going in your mind, that you are not good enough, that you can't do it, what people will think, that little voice you need to master. You need to negate that and take that away, shed that out of your system. That has helped me a great deal. Just like how goddess Parvati shed her skin to become the glowing, radiant, charming Devi Mahagauri, let us shed our habits that are being an impediment and hurdle to the person we are, to the person we want to be. Let us pray to Mahagauri to bless us, to have the clarity of what we need and what we need to shed in our lives. May Devi Mahagauri bless us all with her charm and grace. Shubh Navaratri.